Hello everyone, welcome back to my class. This video is all about creating a class and object in the use of C++ language, and also we'll be doing it through your mobile phone. Okay, so I'll be using CSS Droid with this demonstration. So let's do and work on it. Okay, so open CSS Droid, and I'll be going to landscape for us to so really you can see it clearly for your in your screen. So right now there is a function which is a main function, so which is automatically generated to our CSS Droid application. So there is a problem, small problem when using our phone. On our desktop, we can manage projects, but when I check on it a while ago, when I go here on this icon and upgrade to project, there is now a problem since we are only limited on the two free version of CSS Droid. So what I mean is when we can just access the version for project if we will buy the software. So this is now the we call it the payment, or you can buy the software. So you have to see the premium where all of those libraries, premium libraries, project supports, code production, code analysis, and there is no ads. For a one-time purchase, only it costs 429. So I guess now I will just planning not to use this one. Hopefully, I can buy it since I don't have any balance in my Gcash. So if I can have a balance in my Gcash, I tried to purchase it, and hopefully it will work in my plan that I'll be sharing it to you after I paid purchase this application. I'll trying it to share it with you, and you will going to reinstall it again by using my AP key. So if my plan is working, then you don't need no need to buy for it. I will be the one who will uh, buy this application, and I will share it to you. So hopefully those will work. So right now, since we don't allow to create project in this application, so we will use only one file, and we will also do the same thing. We will create a human class, and after that we will create attributes of it, and after creating attributes of it we will always create an object. Okay, so so don't you worry, we can still work on it even though we don't have a project features in our CXX drawing. Okay, so first all we need to do is, since we have only the main class, so all we need to do is reserve for it from now, and then we will just type here at the top. So sorry for that, I have a small window since I am now having my keyboard here half of my screen, so I cannot control it. So I'll just move at the top, okay, and just in here. So first is as you can see on the video tutorial about creating C++ in creating object and class, or class and object in C++, I already created a video for desktop version. So right now we'll just copy the codes there. Hopefully you memorize it because all of those are the same codes for creating a human class, so that all of us will no longer confuse what we are doing. We're just only shifting languages and shifting also platforms for our activities. Okay, so right now we will create a class. Okay, so right now we will have only one file. Okay, and that is okay for C++. Okay, so now we will create a class. So the keyword is class. Okay, and then the name of your class, so it's capital again, H human, and don't forget the left brace and the right brace. And also, in order for us not forget it, always use semicolon after this creating the right brace of the class. So once you have now that, so we will just enter it for us to write codes inside of a class. So there are two parts of a class. First is the attributes, characteristics, and The other part is the function or behavior. So first we will create attributes. But before creating attributes, we may declare first the access modifier in C++. So all I need to do is to use right now public access modifier, since we need to comply this syntax uh, so that we can proceed to creating attributes and functions. So we need to use public and semicolon. So now you enter it in the next line and use tab, and this is the time that you are going to create our attributes. Okay, first we have to create attributes for the human, which is the name. So I'll type here string name, and also we have to type here um, string address, um, address, and also we have int age, and also we can have char gender, and also we can have double height in meter, h I G H T, and meter, right? So we have another one is double, which is uh, wait, in Kichi. Okay, so far this is now our class. We have now class human, and we have set our our access modifier into public. So all attributes and methods in this class are set to public. So next thing that we're going to do now is to create a function so that we can now have a behavior of this human class. Right now, same thing that we did on our in the desktop, we declare it our data type as void, and we also name it to whatever you want, but I am naming it to greet and open close parenthesis, and don't forget the left brace and the right brace, and also you enter that you want to write codes in between the left brace and the right brace. So again, so far we have now our codes. Okay, so it might have a problem. Okay, so it drags on my screen, but here I have now attributes here, everything in the attributes. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so and now we will now create a function of our, or create a um, an instruction to our greet method or function. So as usual, we just output here something like hello, I am, and the name of that object. Okay, and the name of uh, okay, of that object. So right now we will use cout and again, and output. Where is the okay, and hello, hello, and then I am, and whatever the name will be given to that object on the attribute name. So where is again? Okay. And don't forget what is. I will use the name attribute here. So I'll just scroll it and use it here. Name, and don't forget the end line and okay, sorry. So I guess we already have created our simple class human by having those attributes: name, address, age, gender, height, weight. So we have also one function of our class human, which is to output hello, I am. So I have here a typographical error. So I am, and whatever the name that you will given on the object. So right now in here, so on the main scenes, we only have one um, file, so it's automatically can be accessed. You don't need not to include that, not the same what not the same what that not the same for the uh, my example on the desktop where we can create project and we can create multiple files. Here we are limited to only one file. That is why we put our code for human class in the top of the main class. So make sure now it was not was not put inside the main class. It was outside the main class. So here only have one file name, and we have two. We have one a class, and we have also a main. So no need for including it. So we can now use actually call directly for the human. So we don't need that to include. So you can now type human and whatever the name of your object. Okay, the given name of your group object. For example, obj1. Okay. So this is the time that you are creating a new instance of a class in C++. So you have now that one. So you can now access attributes here from name to weight and also the function. So we will access the attribute name. So we can assign a value of the name. So we can put here access the object obj1 that, and here in our CSS Droid we don't have code analysis and code prediction. So when we bought Siguro an upgrade, we can, if we will buy it, we can have code prediction, which is when you put that here there, they will all pop up with all the predictions we need to show. So that is a good thing for to have a good IDE, since we don't have that feature right now since we are using the free. So is it okay for me? So okay na lang, okay na lang. Right now, since I will access the name, so I'll just manually type the name. Okay, and assign a value for it. Assign a value. Where is the okay? So I'll name it to my name Juan Ari Kasing Kasing Kas. Okay. Okay. So now once we access now the name, we can also access the function greet. So we can greet that one. Greet. So once now, since we now have the access the name and the okay typographical error, that is greet. Okay, so right now I think the code are working since we have now the human class and we have also the main class. No, not the main function. So we created object from the main function, and now we access it by creating an instance of a class from the human, and the name of that object is obj1, and we access the name attribute from the object one, and we also access the greet function. So now we will try to run it. We'll run. So we have a lot of errors here. Unknown time string, string name. Yes, because we forgot here at the top to include the libraries for the screen, for the string. So in here, again, don't forget to include the string library. That is the basic library in C++. So okay, we have to. Okay, that's it. So now once we put it on the top for the include string, so since we are using string here, so that's it. So we will try to run it again. So we have error again. We have using Unknown type string, did you mean std string? Ah, yes. Since we are using the naming convention, proper naming convention, so always don't forget also to use this one. Using namespace um, STD, the naming convention. So that is the standard naming convention. We don't need to forget that also. Now I turn it again. Hopefully you don't know error. We don't have an error. So another error, use an undeclared C out. Okay. Since C out, why C out? We use an output stream. So meaning we need to include also the library for input and output stream. So always remember those things prior for using those functions. So we include again, um, we include IO stream. Okay, so I guess all of those are working now. So hopefully we will try. So we have now included I includes IO stream. I included also the string and also using the namespace standard naming convention. So try to run it. Okay, it's now properly working. So we have already access from this class to the uh, main function. Okay, we can do also two object, human, for example, ABC is the name of the object, and also we can access the name by using ABC. That name is equal to, for example, where is this? Okay, Jill, for example, Rose. Okay, this is the assigned name for the attribute name. We set zeros as in the name value. So we set value zeros into the name attribute. Then we call the greet function. So a b c dot uh, uh, greet. Okay, so semicolon. So I guess that's it. So we created a new object. So we all have now two objects in our class. So we'll try to run it, and it's now working. So we have now two objects in our class human. So I guess it is now working. So if it is working in my phone, so meaning it also working on your phone. So thank you for listening. Thank you for always watching my video. I hope na you learn always when I have a video uploaded in YouTube. So again, guys, thank you so much. Have a good day. God bless everyone. Bye bye.